Hey friends, welcome back. This is Ann, author of HiddenFarmLife.com. I need to make dinner in a hurry today. I have meetings and I have other things I need to do, and I'm also filming another video at the same time. So I am going to a tried and true recipe, and I think you guys will love it, so stay tuned. What I'm doing is a meat sandwich loaf, if that makes sense, and the whole recipe and the steps will be on the website. I will link that below. You need a bread machine. This is going to do the work for me while I do some other things. I have already sprayed the inside of the bread machine. This is non-stick, but I still like to do that. And I'm going to add some warm water, and again, all of the measurements and the ingredients will be in the description below, linked in the description below. So we're going to put this in the order that the bread machine would call for. So that's all of your liquids first, and then I'm going to do some brown sugar. I do need a couple of teaspoons of, I'm using avocado oil. I'm going to do 2 of those. You can use olive oil if you'd like. I just prefer to use avocado oil. And then I'm going to add some salt. I want to make sure all of that gets in there. And then my flour. I have a full bowl of flour here. I'm just going to put that in gently. And then I'm going to make with my finger a well. And then I'm going to put some instant yeast. That's important that it's instant. And then I am going to close this, and I'm going to put it on my machine's dough cycle, which I think is about 1.5 hours. So it's going to knead the dough and let it rise, and then it's going to knead it again, and then it'll rise again. So I'll meet you back here when this dough cycle is finished. Okay, our bread dough cycle is finished in the bread machine, and as you can see, it did rise and it has fallen a little bit. So now what I'm going to do, I have a piece of parchment paper here that I lightly dusted with some flour. I'm going to turn out the dough. Let's see if it'll come out easily. Oh, there we go. I'm going to turn this out, and I'm going to shape it into a loaf. Now this normally, if you were going to put this into bread pans, this would make 2 loaves of bread, but I am going to make 1 large loaf of bread because this is for a meal. So I'm just going to try to gently shape this into a loaf, and then it's a little sticky, but yeast breads usually are. I want to try to make it into a decent size because obviously I want to serve a number of people this loaf. So I'm going to stretch it a little bit, try to make the ends pretty as best I can. And then I'm going to use a clean kitchen towel and cover this for about 40 minutes or until it rises again. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I think what I'm gonna do, because it's so chilly today, I'm gonna place this in my oven with the light on. The oven isn't on, just the light, and I think it'll be just the right amount of ambient heat for this to rise. So we'll check back when that's done. While we are waiting for the bread to rise, I have started a pan on medium, kind of low medium heat. I have a little bit of grass-fed butter in here. You can use avocado oil, coconut oil, whatever you like. I have diced up some onion, chopped up. It's not a fine dice. I'm not very particular on size or shape. So we're gonna saute that for just a minute or so, just to soften it up a little bit. And then to the pan, once that is cooked a little bit, I'm going to be adding a pound of our hamburger. Use whatever you like. You could actually, this is geared for beef. I haven't tried it with anything else, but you could probably try ground chicken. Not sure about any kind of sausage, but I mean, hey, if you want to try it, you could. So I'm going to go ahead and put the hamburger in, and this is still a little bit frozen, so I'm going to let that heat up so that it'll start to cook. And I'll be back with what I do next. Now that the ground beef has cooked through, there's no longer any pink parts. I'm just gonna let it go a little bit until the onions are soft. I like for them to be soft and not crunchy. And I don't like big chunks of the hamburger either, but you cook it however you like it. So I've turned the heat down to a little bit higher than low, and I am going to add 1 package of onion soup mix. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that across all of it. I'm going to add a few slugs of Worcestershire. And then I have this seasoning, it's the Gourmet Collection, the Pasta Herb Spice Blend. I really like this, so I'm gonna put in a shake of that. I'm gonna get this mixed in so that it's evenly dispersed. And oh my gosh, it smells so good. And then I'm going to put, I'm not following the package directions for the soup. I am going to put less water than what the package calls for. And I'm just gonna put enough to mix this up. And then it goes by taste too. You're gonna have to taste it and make sure it's not too salty and it's not too concentrated. And then I'm gonna take the temperature back up on the stove, back up to a medium, because I want this to kind of simmer. And that looks like enough liquid in there to me. Another thing that you could put in here that I sometimes do and I like to add is some umami seasoning, and I'm probably gonna do a little bit of that. Even though we already have beef in here, it enhances the savory beef flavor. Oh my gosh, and it smells amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this simmer for maybe, I don't know, 5 more minutes until it's done. And then we just have to wait on our bread to finish rising. So after the resting period, I am going to take my kitchen towel off, and you can see that the bread has risen. So I am just going to brush this with a little bit of simple egg wash. This is very simple, just egg and water. Some people use just the egg white. I use all of it and then just put a little bit of water in, like a tablespoon or so. And then whatever I don't use, I give it to my dogs. I will scramble it and put it in their dinner. So nothing, I try really hard to make sure nothing goes to waste. And I am just gonna try to cover this as best I can. And on the top of this loaf, I wanna do just a little bit of that herbal seasoning that I put into the beef mixture, just for a little bit of flavor. You could also do salt and pepper, which, by the way, I did add to the pan of beef. So now I am going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and I am going to let this bake. I have my oven right around 350, 375. I'm gonna let this bake for about 30 minutes, and I'll take it out and show you how to put everything together. Toppings are open. There is a variety of what you could do. I am going to use some mozzarella, fresh mozzarella that I made over the weekend. I made about a pound or a pound and a half, and this is shredding up so nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and grate this. I really like to grate my own cheeses. So I'm gonna do this, and I have, we'll see how much I get from one. I have another one, and then I might put in some other kind of cheese. I like to do a couple different kinds just for variety, and then the meat mixture. So I'm gonna get this grated up, and then once the bread comes out, I will show you how I put it all together. Alrighty, this is how I finish off my loaf. It is completed baking, and what I did, I sliced it in half. As you can see, it's very steamy. So what I'm going to do is put a layer of cheese, and I grated up the one mozzarella that I made over the weekend, and then some mild cheddar. And then I'm just gonna put that on the bottom of the loaf, this will all melt in the oven. And then what I like to do is just do it in layers, meat and cheese layers. So I will stir this a little bit, and I'm going to put a layer of meat. I'll just put some on there and then spread it out. That is a very heavy pan. You can also, I forgot to mention, you can also do caramelized onion, which is how I normally do it, but this was just quicker today. And then I'm going to repeat with another layer of cheese, and then I'm going to continue to repeat until I have used up all of my meat and cheese combo. I have finished with my layers. Now I'm going to fix the meat, oh my goodness, the loaf. I put it back together. Oops, there's my timer. Now what I'm going to do is, I ran out of aluminum foil, a roll of aluminum foil, and I have these pieces, so I'm just going to wrap this up because everything's already cooked. We just really need the cheese to melt, and that is Bear letting us know that he's ready to go outside. So I'm gonna put this back in the oven for about 15 minutes until I make sure that everything is nice and melted. I took the loaf out of the oven. Everything is nice and melty. I cut a piece. You wanna let it cool a little bit, but we can never wait long enough. So we're gonna go ahead and slice a piece. Thought I had. There we go. Maybe not. There we go. Oh, look at that cheese. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I got some of my foil under there. Look at that. So I hope that you've enjoyed this recipe and give it a try. There are many variations that you can make just with this one recipe. It's a basic recipe, and that's what I like to do, is have a basic recipe and then make all sorts of different combinations, make something unique each time you do it. So I hope this has helped you on your weeknight meal planning. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.